All right, there we go. And we are live. Picking up where we left off, if I remember correctly. Killing some of these boars. Is that what the quest log says? Yep, here we go. I don't have to loot anything in particular, just have to kill them. But if they happen to drop some boar meat, I'll hold on to it. Got some nice rested XP to burn through real quick. Could probably speed this up a little bit. Alright. Alright, 3 to go. Alright, 2 more. There you are. As you can see, I Merry Christmased up the stream. Happy holidays to anyone watching. Alright. Knocking out the lobby quests. Gonna get another level here. Alright. Run over here. Just realized there might be 1 or 2 people that watch this that have never played, so I'll go a little bit slower on the quests. Because I have played this a number of times through these playthroughs. So I'm going to look like a damn fool when I die. Alright, gotta kill some trolls for this guy. Him and his brother need it. Oh no. Can't let the hot brew get cold. I will run as fast as I can. Sprint engaged. Look at these arms, man. It's like swole lot. Did not skip arm day before he started doing the dark magic. Here, there is a succubus in his future. Oh yeah, this guy lost his tools. Need a box, a chest, and a bucket of bolts for Felix. Alright, we can bring that mug back after we do all the trolls. There are 3 camps, so we just head all the way over to the right, start there, kill a few, get the item, and then I'll work our way back to the cave entrance. And that way we can get all 3 items that we need for Felix, and all 14 of those trolls can be taken out. Little quest tracker there. Like it says in the description, I do not use any mods. I'm playing long enough to know to been playing long enough to know not to stand in the stuff that shines underneath your feet, and unless it's the stuff that shines under your feet that you're supposed to stand in. That's weird sometimes. Throws you for a loop. Move with the group, stand with the pack. Never be outside of a healer's range. It's really not that complicated. It's just getting everybody on the same page. That's tough. Or learning the weird new mechanics when all the stuff's new. Alright. Thank you. Got 5 of those trolls down and a box. Dance for me, troll. Dance. Oh, what? He turned and looked at me right before he died. Alright. Two more. Looks like you guys are it. Let's play tag. Tagged you and tag you. You're it. You don't even want none. Didn't even have my armor on. How am I supposed to show people how strong I am? Looks like I was pretty tough without it. I don't even know if you needed to die for me to get that, but I decided you gotta go. You gotta go. It was a bounty after all. Alright. Got everything for those guys. He's gonna send me on another adventure. Oh, mine's better, so we'll take the thing I can sell for more. We'll just go and get this journal. There's a bunch of guys that just went in that cave, it looked like, so we'll take advantage of their work. Or maybe you didn't go in. Oh. Once again, I didn't turn on my razor. Not only do I not use macros, but I play with a Razer Tartarus and a Corsair Scimitar. So I don't use a keyboard. Alright, here you go. Looks like they didn't come in here, so I will do the clearing for them and help them out. mana's low again. I guess I'll just have to take some of my own life to get the mana to kill you with. That is hardcore. I also thought if I'm going to do this hardcore stuff, why not stream it for the very first time? What's more hardcore than screwing up in front of anybody who wants to watch you screw up? But I'm not on Twitch, just on YouTube. So I don't know if I'll make hardcore deaths if I'm just a little old YouTube streamer playing Alliance, because I like to be the bad guys. Yeah, the other guy didn't even pull. You get him killed before the whelp comes? Does he even want any of this? Yep, he wanted some. He figured it wouldn't be a bad idea for him to try and catch some of this smoke. But I will stab you to death. Give me the journal. Running right along. Alright, here's your journal, sir. And staffs are actually worth a lot, so we'll take the staff and talk to the guy on the road back to Anvilmar, but first we gotta bring the dude back his tools and sell a whole bunch of stuff. Whole bunch of stuff. Alright, sir, your tools that you lost all over the damn place. And take that, and that, and that, and I don't need water, and that, 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 and that. Keep those for a little bit, and that. Alright, 7 silver. That should be enough to get one of those wands. Now for another long walk. Someone might ask, why chat if there's no current audience? And that's because somebody might watch it, and better to have somebody talking to a potential somebody than somebody potentially watching and just seeing somebody running around the screen playing a game that they could just play themselves or watch somebody more entertaining play. And there's nothing entertaining about silence. One second here. Appears I am having technical difficulties. That sounds like, or it looks like my mic audio is probably coming through, but not the game. Alright, looks like we fixed it. One of those quirks of having never done this before, getting the little quirks worked out. I'm sure there was probably a little bit of audio pickup from the speakers hitting the microphone, because this microphone picks up very well. I'm just used to killing boars. They've made you out to be the most vile creatures. Well, level 1 looks like Lil Poof is going probably all the way to the human start just to get started. Or I started with the human start and then went over to the Nomi start because this is hardcore and you want to have as much of an edge as you can get. Alright, actually, we'll keep these quests because we don't mind if the quests go green. We just don't want the quests to go gray because we still want to get XP from turning in the quests, even if we are grinding mobs for a little bit.
You got my attention. Safe travels.
We'll pick up all the little stuff that we can get here.
Pleased to meet you.
And I did said I wasn't going to just blow through these quests, so I'm already a liar. And that's normal. I'm Dirty Nuggets. Did commission sales for a long time. We lied for a living.
Be seeing you.
If you ever shopped at a place called Fry's Electronics, I opened a few of those stores. I started out really good selling some high quality stuff, and then boy did they go downhill fast. Lil Benzo. There's a lot of Lils out here. And they're all Lil people. That's still something that we're allowed to say. Heck, some of the names that they allow you to have in this game. I've got a plethora of doozies. You know what? There's nothing special in Iron Forge. I'm just gonna burn my hearth. Save myself the walkie-walkie. 'Cause that's a lot of walking. I mean, it's amazing how much of the classic WoW experience of time played is just walking from location to location from level 1 to 40. And the time spent just flying on a bird from location to location until you get to Outland and hit level 70 and you can get flying. Alright, now we're going to go into Goldshire. And we already got some of the quests. We're going to go grab the rest of the quests, stack them all together, and then start getting everything done. Speaking of stacking quests, I had fully intended to having like a next night stream, you know, try and go back to back, or, you know, the day after that, but my wife was in Canada visiting some friends, going to a show, and her flight back, due to some weather, got delayed like 3 hours. So her connecting flight in Seattle
Need something? See
was not going to be made.
safe travel.
And she was going to have to stand in the airport 2 to 3 hours just to wait for another plane, possibly to get back down to PDX so that she could get home. And so I'm like, forget it. I'll just drive there. I got a couple of side quests I got to do, but then I'll head up there. It really doesn't take that long to straight shot to PDX or to SeaTac from Portland, because most of Seattle is, you know, pretty fast driving if you've ever done it. And so I hit the first side quest to go to the local pharmacy and pick up the prescription, then hit the second side quest to get the gas to be able to make the trip, and then start heading up there and hit the normal rush hour traffic that you would normally hit. pick her up. She's not standing there too long at the airport, so that's good. And then we start heading back. We find out that somehow, even though her plane couldn't connect to her connecting flight and she'd have to book a different one, her luggage magically went along to Portland. So we sat down to drive to Portland to go to PDX to get her luggage. And by the time we get to PDX, we're getting really low on gas. So we head to the first gas station, and won't name them, but something malfunctioned at the pump, and it didn't actually pump gas, even though it said it pumped a gallon of gas before it stopped. And so I Googled up real quick the next closest gas station, which that sent me to not quite the next closest gas station, and it was closed when we got there, and the car ran out of gas as I pulled into the closed gas station. So I then pulled up the trusty find me the next closest gas station, and it sent me on a walk 2 miles in the opposite direction of the gas station that was 3 blocks up the road. Called my mother-in-law, who happened to be awake, and she was able to come down and give me a lift to pick up a gas can, to get some gas in the car, to be able to get home. I didn't end up getting home till around 2 in the morning. Left at 6, or actually, yeah, just after 6 p.m. So it was a long trip. Spent the next day taking an old man nap and recovering, and then worked today, and then got the stream in at 7:30 so that we can try and see how far we can hardcore this. And in my ramble, I went completely away from where I was wanting to go, but we might be able to pick up some quick discovery experience. One of the quick ones you can get is, well, level 9 guy. I can get you. That's some good XP. You don't want to get too close to this guy because he's level 25 and he will smoke you. Alright, we got the darkened bank. Without aggroing something that we have no business being anywhere near in the first place. Come over here and discover this little piece. Forest bear can get some. Where are you going? 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 Oh, you're running. You're running. Alright, getting a little bit low on the life, so we'll get our mana back. Eat some of these leaves. Take a peek around. Make sure there's not anything that's going to walk up on us and jump us while we're eating. Got Gerard's Landing. That typical Defias ominous music. Alright, coming over to this farm. And we have leveled. The priesties. Give me some health. Give me the health buff. Ooh, and a mage. Give me both buffs. Oh, that's from the warlock. Give me the buff. Give me the priest buff. Buff me. Man, usually you go anywhere near somebody that's got a buff, they buff you as a gift just for being hardcore. I thought they would buff me. They buff you in non-hardcore. They should buff you for being hardcore. Ma Stonefield wants me to kill this big pig. She lost her necklace and a little boy stole it. Alright. I guess I could have talked to the lover over here while I was running by that farm. Be a lot of people in here farming these pigs. And looking at the quest, see there's a quest in... Oh, we gotta go give the tools to Steel Grow when you get the... They got a quest for the boar meat. And this little boy over here's got a quest to tell you to get boar, or tell her to make him a pie. This little boy likes pie, and if you want to find out what happened to that necklace, you gotta bring me pie, because I can't think of nothing if I got a hungry belly. I mean, I understand being so hungry you can't think of what you want to eat. Like, you just want sustenance so bad you don't care what the sustenance is. Just if somebody were to decide for you, you would go ahead and no longer be hungry because there's food anywhere that you will eat, and you're just being very agreeable because you're starving right now. This is coming from the guy that famously once went on a trek late at night in Seattle, in the ice and the rain, in a Pontiac Aztec, to get $40 off the dollar menu at a fast food place at about 1 in the morning. Oh, we got the 4 meat. Let's get 4 more, because there's another quest that needs meat. And we'll just go ahead and get it, because the drop rate on meat over here is better than the drop rate on meat over there. And if you get extra meat, it's a quick way to grind out your cooking. Now for professions, I'm going to take Tailor and Enchanter, because You can make a lot of money in hardcore with Tailor and Enchanter selling low-level bags and wands, because there's a lot of people making low-level characters that need low-level bags and wands. And there's a lot of people playing self-found that can't trade, but they can buy from the auction house. So, or at least I think they can buy from the auction house. That'd be real tough if you can't trade, you can't buy from the auction house. That's like extreme hardcore leveling. Let's get some mana back. And then get health back. Alright, and how much boar meat do I have? 6. Better back me up on this one, he says. I think you should just go to work, son. Because if you die, I'm just going to summon you back. Because you're invincible in this game. Me, one of the coolest aspects of my character is useless. Soulstones aren't going to work in hardcore. Everybody would play Warlock. Alright, got 8 of the boar meat. Let's head back over here and get the lady to make the pie. And talk to Maybelle's lover boy. Hey, you want to give me a buff? Buff me. Yeah!
Excellent.
See, when I get underwater breathing, I'll make sure people don't drown. I'll give them the underwater breathing, no problem. That's the buff I can give out that, and if you want to group up with me, I can give you some extra health. Blood Pact is, you know, like half as good as what the Fortitude buff is. Get a priest with a warlock, double fort buffs. Takes a lot to chop those trees down. Drain tank and bubbles. Oh, I didn't even talk to the lover boy. I just came back to give Billy his pie. Well, we can actually wait to talk to the lover boy after doing the cave adventure. Which we're gonna go level up first. Actually, we're gonna go talk to the lover boy. We got time to talk to Loverboy. The imp on passive getting back to you is actually very fast, so sometimes you can leave him on defensive or put him on aggressive, have him target those mobs that are getting on you, get a little bit of space because they attack him, throw him on passive, he will rush to get up to you, and that can usually de-aggro the mobs and get you out of there. He says Grandma can help. She can't get out of the family squabble. This is like the Hatfields and the McCoys, the Stonefields and the McClures. So Grandma is going to have a solution. And Grandma says we should talk to William Pessel. He gave us a quest, so being that we gotta go to town to go into the basement and talk to the trainer, we can find out what Pessel wants. Or what Pessel needs. To get Grandma what she needs so she can get Tommy Joe what he needs so he can get Sarah what she needs. Or Maybelle. I guess that's her name. Yeah, Maybelle. It's a love triangle. It's like a soap opera. As Goldshire turns.
Good day to you. Have a good one. See you around. Safe travels.
He can make a visibility potion off of 4 of these things off of Murloc.
Have a good one.
Now, he can make it for her. But why I can't run back to this fool and give him 4 more of those and get some get out of jail invisibility liquors, man, I don't know. He's stingy.
What can I do for you? Greetings.
Fear, need it. Agony, need it. Weakness, don't need it. Because we don't need Curse of Weakness if we're going to run Curse of Agony. Which will be the first thing we throw because it is an instant cast. And then Fear. Where do I want Fear? Probably want Fear right there. I've been at this level for 14 minutes. Let's see. Played the whole character for 2.5 hours. All live online. None of this character has been done off of a stream. You can get way far out and you can look. We're playing Warcraft 3. This would be very hard to do. I mean, you got the mini map that would let you know that you're coming up on a house. But this would just be like Warcraft 3. This would be a very awkward way to play. How much did all that questing cost? Oh, wow, that cost me half my money. I need to go kill some kobolds and take candle. So what do we got here? We got to get some candles, explore the mine, get the gold tooth, get the gold. Stacking quests. So a whole bunch of people outside getting their gold and their gold dust and their candles. We'll leave them to it. We're gonna go inside and get Goldie. And he spawned already? Just the ticks from the dots. The spawn is fast here right now. Very fast. The reason I start off the way I do is that it causes the least amount of aggro from me to start, because this is instant and at 84 over 24 seconds. This one doesn't actually hit them for damage right away. It has to tick first. This one hits them for some direct damage and then does some burn damage afterwards. So this can actually pull aggro right when you hit them with it. But you can even throw up one of your dots and it won't tick before his fireball goes off. So he can get some aggro pretty easy. And then you can play tag with the aggro where you got the guys just running back and forth between the imp and yourself, because they don't know who to attack. Especially if you got a wand. which we're trying to save up for. Alright, gotta take a break from attacking for a second because the imp needs to regain health. It only takes him a second. He is a tough guy. It's a little dangerous because this cave can respawn on you pretty fast, but this is hardcore. We take breaks in the middle of the street. Oh look, another miner just happened to pop right up. Wanted to make this interesting. We'll make it interesting for you. It's probably a good time to put some of those health pots that I found. Oh, finding more health pots. And we got some of this delicious beef jerky. Eat some of that real quick. Top off our health a little bit. Because we are in the cave of death. Death! For anybody who knows the reference. It's just one word. One connotation. Death! Point at everything, because everything's death. Which can be in this cave. I mean, you just run around and find dead bodies. We want to have a little bit more mana, because we're probably going to get both of these guys. And if we just dot them both up, we can kill them both no problem. So, let's get our health back, get our mana back, get ready to smoke these turkeys. Alright, we got them both. That wasn't too spicy. Now we can just go ahead and leave this cave because we got everything we needed from the inside. And we should move a little bit up because Goldtooth is a quest mob and he respawns pretty fast. So we're going to put him on passive really quick and have him come up to me right away. Stab him. Another healing potion. Nice. Oh, two guys. Let's just book it out of here. They're respawning like crazy. Let's just get out the cave. Yep. They're respawning like crazy. Oh, I lost my minion. He despawned or died. I did not see. I was paying attention to getting out. Oh. Alright, inventory's full. And what were you trying to give me? A kobold mining shovel. Well, I don't need any of this water. So we'll get rid of the water. And take the shovel. And then we will head over here and turn in the necklace. Alright, got some linen cloth to get that tailoring started. 9. Humbug.
Good day to you. Safe travels.
Alright. Head back to town. Still lots of walking. Walking. With jublots. Jublaws. Keep putting a T in that. It should be jublots. Because we have a jublitz out here in Oregon. Truck stop. Fully stocked with lot lizards. But also one of the best places to go get yourself a good breakfast. And this isn't the same as somebody telling you like the best steaks at a strip club because you can get meat there.
What can I do for you? See you later. Well met. For the Alliance.
He says, you want to go into an even scarier mine that all we want you to do is go through it, and there's all sorts of stuff that, you know, you could kill it if you want to, but we're not going to give you a reason to do it.
See you around. Safe travel.
Oh, look, I leveled already.
Have a good one.
That had to be a lot quicker than an hour like that other guy. Let's sell some stuff. Innkeeper, take my goods. This, those, that, for sure those, that, those. That's gotta go. Yep, I already got one of those. Get rid of that, those, that. This actually can chance to hit by 25%, and it doesn't have a level thing, so that can come into handy all over the place for 10 charges. So we hold on to that bad boy and don't put it in our toolbar to accidentally use it, because that is some really powerful stuff that you get at low level. Like, quarter of the time, boss is just not gonna hit you.
See you around.
Pestle wants me to go to Stormwind.
See you later.
Now, We'll talk to the cook.
Good day to you.
Not
See you
yet.
around.
You want a whole silver piece for your training. Too much. See, now that we've done this, we're going to go back to Dunmerog. Like I said, you want to maximize this stuff while it still gives you good experience. You're doubling up on the experience for killing the mobs while they're still giving you good experience because they haven't all gone green yet. And the chance of dying's higher because this is hardcore. But I'm not going to hardcore go to Dark Shore because I'm not swimming to the damn wetlands. That's the one tough thing about this is I'm a warlock. And I know for leveling purposes, I only need an imp and a blueberry. I don't need the fell hunter. I don't need the succubus. I don't need to do the quest to get those creatures to reach level 60. There's no time. I mean, there are some places later in the game, like in Fellwood, that it's nice to have a rogue, a warlock, and a mage in your group so you can sap one, sheep one, and seduce the other one and take 3 creatures out of the equation to kill the rest of the mobs. But sometimes you can just overpower them with damage. Alright, turning into Morgan Pestle.
Have a good one.
Let's see. You know, the 50 armor could be good while we are Lobby leveling. You know what? Let's go get the kelp and do the escape because we get like 5 minor healing potions. And those come in real handy when you are in hardcore, trying to not die. Doing the best you can. You always think you have a plan. Then you die. We're running. We're almost gonna lose this extra mana. One thing I always wondered before I started streaming is where I do things. Do I do things where everybody else does things? Like, you know, grabbing mobs and completing quest goals, or have I figured out different areas that... You are nuts. I don't need to duel.
Be careful. Go with water first.
I don't need to prove myself to you. I have fear. It's like, it's not fair. I mean, it's really just the, are you really just going to fear me and dot me up? And just fear me and just fear me until I die from the dots? Yeah, actually. That's kind of how we do things. Especially in this iteration of WoW, when the diminishing returns on fear weren't what they are now. You could literally like chain fear something forever. Also, mace rogues. Yeah. Percent chance to stun just for using maces. It's a thing. Oh. Didn't I say I was going to go collect kelp? I wonder if I can use these murlocs that are on the coast. Down here. Do all murlocs have kelp? Oh, and this runt. He could get some smoke. Who you want to attack? Oh, I need to go to town and get that wand. Oh. Well, let's just go up to the Murloc camps. We wasted a lot of time just running around. Losing our train of thought, going from one place to another. Ooh, look, shiny thing. Alright, almost back. We're running, we're running, we're running. Running all the way. Now, the interesting thing is going to be when we go over by these Murlocs, are we going to see any dead players? The saddest ones are the ones that are on the road. Like, they almost made it. But whatever was chasing them chased them a little bit too far, and they died on the road. I remember when I first started playing this game, I found a sheep, and I clicked it so many times to see if it would blow up. Mangy wolf. Murloc. Yeah, we're a little tough for these guys, but these little fish goblins with the little mini hatchets are deadly. Especially the ones that will randomly heal on you. Resist. Resist. No fronds. What is this? There we go. Frond. Uh-oh. We're out of mana and we're fighting a Murloc. What are we gonna do? Oh, my pet's been on passive this whole time. That would explain a lot. Alright, we should probably move away from right here real quick. Eat some food, recharge. Druid, give me the buff. Buff me. Blurpy. Failure. Oh, and as you might be able to tell by the disappearance of my cursor every time my screen moves, I have Q and E bound to other things, so I use my camera to strafe, because I'm an old school RTS player. And that's just how I've always done it. It just makes more sense to me that way. All right. See how far he ran while dotted and dying under fear? So you just hit him with everything you got. Fear him. Just keep hitting them. They're going to stay afraid until they die. Alright, we're going to get back to town. Turn in the kelp. And we're going to cliff this stream. It was another successful time in hardcore. We did not die. But we're still doing lobby stuff. This is no Trogs and Loch Modan or the Murlocs over at the lake.
Hey there. Safe travels. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you? I will have a good one. I'm going to go over here and sit down and bid everyone a good night. Until the next stream, I hope you all stay safe if you are playing the hardcore, and this has been Dirty McNuggets. I hope you have, as I said, a wonderful evening.